Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So use the root test to determine if this series will converge or if it will diverge. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so when it comes to the root test, we need to compute this value here. So find the nth root as n heads towards infinity. So your an, so this is our an here. So that's this an here, and then absolute, and then you've got your nth root. So find the limit of this as n heads towards infinity. So we are currently here at the moment. From n is moving from 1 to infinity, meaning that this will always be positive, this will always be positive, so we can discard the absolute sign. That will then take us to here. So once you're here, remember a to the x to the power of a, x to the power of b to the power of c. That's the same as x to the power of ac over x to the power of bc. So basically this times this, that will be 1. And then this times this, that will be this. So we are currently here. So now tidy this up. So rewrite this x to the power of a to the power of b. That's the same as x to the power of a b. So break this up as so if you get this times this, it will give you 2 over n. So rewrite this as this. And we've seen, well, you should know this by now. The limit of the nth root of n as n heads towards infinity is 1. We've seen this. You have to know this. So what that means is, as n heads towards infinity, this thing here will be 1. It will be 1. So it will be 2. It will be 2 over 1 squared, which is 2. So going back to the very beginning of time, we were trying to work out, well, we were trying to determine if this series will converge or if it will diverge. So to use the root test, we need to compute this value here. Well, this value turns out to be 2. So 2 is bigger than 1. So therefore, our original series will diverge. So after all that, our original series will diverge. Okay. So next one. Use the root test to determine if this series will converge or if it will diverge. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this with the root test, we always need to compute this value here. So our an, so this whole thing here is our an. So this is our an here, and then we've got our absolute. So our absolute, and then nth root. So now n is moving from 1 to infinity, meaning this will never be negative. This will, meaning the whole thing here will never be negative. So we can discard the absolute here. That will then give us this, and then to the power of 1 over n, to the power of 1 over n. So basically discard the absolute sign. That will then give us this. So now remember, x to the power of a to the power of b, that's the same as xab. So get this times this, that will then give you 1. But basically this thing here will then become this. So as n heads towards infinity, the denominator will just get bigger and bigger, so the limit will be 0. So going back to the original question, we were trying to determine if this series will converge or if it will diverge. To use the root test, we would need to compute this value here. Well, as it turns out, the value here is 0. So 0 is less than 1. So our original series will converge. So this series here will converge. Okay, this series will converge. Okay.